Welcome back to the Warcraft Almanac. This is an overview for new players and returning players who aren't too familiar with the allied race feature first introduced in World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth. It is a feature that introduced races with unique looks, special abilities, and interesting lore as originally. They were tied to the campaigns of each expansion, but now only require level 40 and do the prerequisite quests to recruit them. Located in Orgrimmar in the Valley of Spirits, at the south end is where the Orgrimmar Embassy is located at. In-game, there are introduction quests involving in this introduction to the allied feature, and here at the embassies we can see the 11 allied races available and the prerequisite required alongside their heritage armor set to get when you reach max level on the allied race themselves. Starting with the furry lovers, the Vulpera, who are clever and resourceful. The Vulpera of Voldun have survived amidst the sands for generations. Eager to join the ranks of the Horde, their caravans have departed from the dunes in search of adventure. Next are the mighty ancestors of the troll race. The Sandalari are a proud people whose origins date back to the early days of Azeroth's history. Their fierce warriors ride dinosaurs into battle, and they possess one of the most formidable naval fleets in the known world. Their capital city is a pyramid made of solid gold known as Dasar-Alor, located in Suldasar in the continent of Sandalar, once ruled by the god king Rastakhan, who made a pact with the lower of death, Bwonsamdi, to save his people from G'huun and the Void during the campaign of the Battle for Dasar-Alor. He was murdered by the Alliance, who tried to impede on the Sandalari from joining the ranks of the Horde, only to push them right into the hands of the Horde's adventurers who came to Zandalar's aid, and eventually was succeeded by his daughter Talanji, who is now Queen of Sandalar and holds resentment towards the Alliance. The High Mountain Tauren are the next to discuss. The Tauren of High Mountain, located in the Broken Isles, are devoted to the spirits of earth, river, and sky. After ages spent protecting their sacred mountain, they are now ready to venture out into the world beyond the Broken Isles. They have a long-standing history with the Drogba, who alongside the current aspect of Earth Abyssian, a black dragon in the visage of a high mountain. Tauren ended Dargrul's reign over High Mountain during Legion. The elusive Nightborn are the next to discuss. The Nightborn of Suramar, once Night Elves, under the rule of the Queen of all Highborn, Queen Adshara, before her dark pact led to the shattering of the world and the Burning Legion, to discover the many wells such as the Night Well, which led to them spending a millennia isolated behind an arcane barrier, slowly transformed by the magic of the Nightwell. These proud, noble elves now seek to reclaim their place in Azeroth. Among war legends, the Mag'har orcs have many tales to spin, comprised of the 9 primary clans of the Blackrock: Bleeding Hollow, Burning Blade, Frostwolf, Laughing Skull, Shadowmoon, Shattered Hand, Thunderlord, and the Warsong clans. These are the orc clans of Draenor who never drank the demon blood that corrupted their distant kin. Proud and defiant, they stood united as one tribe, the Mag'har, or Uncorrupted in their language. With unrelenting courage and fierce sense of honor, the Mag'har now fight for a new home on Azeroth. The Mag'har orcs were recruited from an alternate Draenor, where the events of Warlords of Draenor took place. An attempt by Wrathion and his allies to recruit the entirety of Draenor against the eventuality of Legion, ultimately foiled by Acella's former war chief, Garrosh Hellscream, who attempted to bring honor back to his people, only to divide them and lead to the largest Legion invasion ever. Finally, for the Horde's embassy's newest recruitment, the Algarian Earthurn, of which to unlock, you must complete the campaign of the War Within and do their recruitment questline. The Earthen of Kars Olgar, newly freed of their edicts, venture forth into Azeroth for the first time since the betrayal by the Titans, who only saw them as disposable soldiers until the gift of free will by Azeroth bestowed clarity behind their purpose. They bring with them boundless curiosity and a wish to return all their experiences back to the archives that the Titans previously had enforced this controlled cycle of purpose to maintain their selfish and destructive edicts. Evident by their recent actions to seek free will, the Titans attempted to wipe them out for their defiance of their edicts, but was foiled by wayward adventurers aiding them in their new adventures. The Allied Race feature allows you to start at level 10 as an advantage playing the selected Allied Race, and have been usually used as early release perks in new expansions or patches. The recent Draktha are not an Allied Race, but a whole new race added in the Dragonflight expansion, but you will also see them here among the Dark Talon. Any new Allied races being added will be added here among the other banners. I will pass this over to my Alliance toon in Stormwind to introduce the other Alliance allied races and their embassy. Located in Stormwind City for the Alliance, the Stormwind Embassy is located up north, where the representatives of each allied race awaits their introductions. The Alliance allied races were a bit easier to unlock early on, and only made much easier with the new changes of leniency. Starting with the infamous Dark Iron Dwarves, known for their occupation in the depths of Blackrock Mountains, and their dark pact with the former Lord of the Firelands, Ragnaros. They are known for their fiery tempers and fierce determination. The Dark Iron have a history of strife with the other dwarven clans, as well as their own kin. The current leader, known as Queen Regent Moira, the daughter of Magni Bronzebeard, she seeks to unite her people and lead them in the fight to save Azeroth. Led by the Prime, Naru Shera and High Exarch Tyralion, the light-forged Draenei had fought for thousands of years on Argus, a bitter war against the Burning Legion. These Draenei soldiers were infused with the Holy Light to become living weapons. Victorious at long last, these Lightforged stand ready to defend Azeroth after their aid during the invasion of Argus and the end of the Burning Legion at Antorus. Let's see what's next, Mechanomes. Once led by King Mechagon, they once sought to mechanize themselves completely. The Mechanomes now seek a balance between flesh and steel. Emerging from years of isolation on Mechagon, southwest of Kultiras, they bring both ingenuity and aptitude to the Alliance. Once proud members of the Horde, these blood elves dared dabble in void magic and were ostracized for their research. Seeking to harness the corruptive magic of the void, these outcast elves endured an unexpected transformation. They are determined to master their newfound powers and resist the whispers, eager to lure them into madness. Led by Illyria Windrunner, the Void Elves are working with the mysterious Locust Walker, who now warns us about the Radiant Song and the Harbinger Zalatath. Lastly, for the Alliance, a long-standing ally once turned away during war times. The Kul-Tiran humans of Kul-Tiras was founded by fearless explorers who sailed uncharted waters in search of adventure. As a key member of the Alliance of Lordaeron, the Kul-Tiran Navy dominated the seas of Azeroth with their legendary fleet and long-standing rival of the Zandalari. Now led by Jaina Proudmoore, the Daughter of the Sea, these burly natives of Kul-Tiras bolster the ranks of their reignited alliance with an old ally and brought ancient Drust magic and covens into their ranks. Now, I do understand that there is another banner, but it has already been covered in the Horde side, as the Olgarian Earthen are a neutral allied race and can choose who to side with. So far, these are the 11 allied races, and we are bound to get more. Another introduction to these will cover any new members that awaits in the embassies, as we are bound for more in the World Soul Saga after the Earthen of Kars Algar.